Match 97. King Kong and Frankenstein vs. Kamacuras vs. Kumonga by Kenneth James. The natives of the village were in turmoil, running for their lives. When the Kamacuras were created by a weather accident, they were not confined to their home island. Some had spread, and they were here. The three giant mantises flew over the village, scooping up villagers and consuming them.
At least they aren't harming the huts.
Save the huts!
The terrible creatures' hunger knew no bounds, and their bloodshed seemed not to either. The village elder knew only one thing could save them. He called to his people and they listened, setting out drums and beating them, sending vibrations echoing through the island's forest as others began chanting and dancing. They didn't seem to care. Some were being picked off by the monstrous insects, and their efforts were rewarded. A thunderous...
Hey, I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah, I know. I'm hearing an echo, too, to be honest.
Who's it from?
It's not me.
Yeah, not me.
Not me.
I have baby chick noises.
No, it's not the baby chick noises that are doing it.
Oh, no. Not the
but
baby
I
chick
just
noises,
have
but I'm
baby
hearing
chick.
myself. Oh, well, I'll keep reading. A thunderous roar echoed from the interior of the island, startling the Kamacuras. The sound of massive footfalls began to echo throughout the island, and villagers opened the wall, allowing a massive figure to march out into the village. The villagers bowed to the massive gorilla they saw as a living god. King Kong roared.
Mighty Joe Yun.
Yes.
The mighty Peking man.
Mighty Peking man.
That's a good one.
Ape.
King Kong roared and beat his chest, furious that these insects dare defile his territory. The Kamacuras backpedaled, not suspecting to be confronted by such a massive creature. They backpedaled further when Kong let loose a roar of challenge that rattled their exoskeletons. Get it? Anyway, the trio seemed to converse among themselves, realizing Kong, while a large foe, was a larger meal. Finally, they decided to make their move. Pass.
He's not only a large meal, but a thinking animal.
Yes. A thinking animal.
He's not a happy meal.
That's a good one.
They spread their wings and took flight, circling Kong, waiting for the chance to attack. Finally, one of them flew straight at Kong from behind, only for the great ape to swing around and backhand the bug, sending it flying into a hut, crashing it under its weight. Another
No,
Kamakura...
the hut.
Apparently this thing was like the skyscraper of huts, by the way, going side.
No, this is the pagoda of huts.
Yes.
Yes.
Huts in the KWC are destroyed like pagodas in the movies.
Yes.
Man, they must really hate Nakota's cousins.
Another Kamacuras flew at Kong, only to be grabbed by the arms. Kong roared in its face and with great strength tossed it halfway across the beach and crashing hard to the ground. The third tried its luck, only for Kong to once more expect the attack and grab it by the throat. Kong pulled his fist and punched the Kamacuras, sending it flying and crashing into the first Kamacuras. The trio of bruised insects managed to rise and land on one of the mountain peaks overlooking the village in an attempt to catch their breath and regroup. But as they tried to recover, one screeched in surprise to see Kong climbing up the mountain with ease after them. The steep mountain was little challenge for the massive gorilla, who refused to allow the killer insects to escape his clutches. The Kamacuras took off as Kong reached the top and circled. One attempted to dive bomb Kong up, but the king of Pharaoh Island held onto the mountaintop with one arm and swatted the bug out of the air and sending it crashing to the forest below. Another tried its luck, only for Kong to wrap his massive hand around its thorax and throw it into the remaining one, sending both falling to the ground. Kong roared and beat his chest with one hand before leaping from the side of the mountain and attempting to crush one of the prone insects with his fists. Thankfully, the mantis saw this and managed to narrowly evade being squashed. The bugs regrouped once more, knowing they had to be smarter about their assault. Okay, good to know insects have tactics. They decided.
Hey, these are smart insects. Remember that Mary Sue Kamacuras? This is just a cousin.
Yeah, they graduated with a C- in high school.
That's
Are
a
you saying
passing
that?
grade
Are
gray
you saying
shot.
that these Kamacuras have been mutated by Mary Sue Kamacuras and pagodas?
Of course.
Now, hey, now, to be fair, gray shot, a C- is a passing grade.
Touche. Anyways, they decide to break out of their secret weapon. They each settled around the village and in a rippling effect vanished into thin air, camouflaged perfectly. Kong looked around, perplexed as to where his enemies had gone. He cautiously marched around the village, searching for his prey. However, when he got close, one of the massive insects came out of the cloak and latched onto his back, beating him with its hammer-like claws while apparently birds kept chirping in the background in awe.
Yes. Don't you know they're cheering on the insects to kill the villagers?
As Kong roared in rage and tried to grasp his attacker, the other two emerged and latched onto his shoulders, clawing his head. The gorilla managed to toss one Kamacuras off, but when he reached to do the same to another, the one he'd tossed merely reattached. He tried this repeatedly, but to no effect other than the same. The blows to the head began to daze the mighty Kong, and he finally fell over dizzily. Dizzily? Is that a? I'm pretty sure that's one of the
Dizzily.
Kong. I'm pretty sure Dizzily
I think
Kong.
it's the extra.
I'm pretty sure that's actually us trying to read this sentence.
Is there just an extra Z in there, maybe?
I don't know. Dizzily?
Dizzily.
Dizzily.
It's probably I guarantee it's a real word. They just didn't use it properly.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. We're checking this, folks. Dizzily.
The committee reads a learning podcast.
Dizzily. I was dizzy with anger and shit.
Fuck, this is another learning hour with Gray Shot, isn't it?
The learning hour.
Fine,
Yes.
fine. I just made note. As the creatures there, I'm continuing. One Kamacuras crawled its way onto Kong's chest and prepared to smash his throat with its claw. Because it couldn't do that at any other time.
In which he succeeded in match 192.
True. Only for a large tree to smash into it like a baseball bat, sending it flying into a hut. The same tree greeted the other two Kamacuras, sending them flying in both directions. Kong
Home run! Run the bases, Frankie!
I just want to make note again that the tree would be about the size of a baton, maybe. Just a max height compared to the monster size, whatever's picking it up.
Probably.
Just making a note. I'm just saying.
So does that mean that Garrus and Frankenstein are gonna have a baseball match soon?
Tournament.
Competition? Yeah, that is possible. Probably on the off season.
Are they gonna use Gororin as the baseball?
Yeah, Anguirus is soccer.
Yes.
Really? Because he knows how to swing a bat against Kumonga. You know, this is the second time this has been a match with a baseball reference in a match with Kumonga in it.
Maybe what's his name? Maybe Frankenstein's just trying to get the bugs to eat the vegetables, the trees.
Any case, Kong shook the haze from his vision and looked up, seeing a colossal human standing over him. Pass.
Frankenstein dropped the tree he used as a makeshift weapon. He last seen falling into an abyss after killing the first Paragon, but his immortal heart refused to die and eventually regenerated into his body once again. But he'd wandered underground for a long time before finally emerging on Faroe Island. And it couldn't have been at a better time. He offered his hand to the gorilla, seeing he was protecting the villagers like him. Kong looked at Frankenstein's hand in confusion. Both Kong and Frankenstein had one thing unique among most kaiju. With a few exceptions, they were thinking animals. Frankenstein was near human, and Kong also highly intelligent. So both were able to see they were more likely to win if they worked together. Kong took Frankenstein's hand and was helped to his feet. The two stood back to back, realizing the ambush nature of the Kamacuras. They waited until finally a Kamacuras lunged at Kong from out of nowhere, only to be grabbed by the massive ape. Tired of this fight, Kong threw the insect up and brought his arms down on its midsection, piling it to the earth with enough force to splatter blood and guts all over himself and the surrounding area. Kong roared and beat his chest triumphant. Frankenstein waited as well, seeing the brief appearance of the Kamacuras before the attack. He grabbed its arm and neck and slammed it to the ground. He planted his foot in its chest and wrenched the arm, causing it to shriek in agony before its limb was torn from its body by the Herculean strength of the giant man. Frankenstein swiftly silenced the screaming bug by driving its own arm through its chest, nailing it to the ground and killing it. The remaining Kamacuras didn't like the odds of 2 against 1 and spread its wings to fly off. The 2 primate kaiju picked up large boulders and chucked them at the fleeing insect. Kong making the first hit, and the second boulder was thrown by Frankenstein, striking and sending the Kamacuras falling to the ground. Kamacuras struggled and looked up, fighting its wings smashed by the boulders. It conceded that it was crippled and at the mercy of its former prey, but knew at least they'd kill it quickly. Fate was more cruel. Was that?
Yeah,
3 or
pass.
4?
The ground in front of it burst open as the massive body of Kumonga erupted from the earth. Having been waiting for one of the Kamacuras to wander close to him, apparently not going after King Kong or Frankenstein.
It'd be too easy.
Kumonga sprayed a large amount of webbing from his maw, quickly cocooning Kamacuras. He then extended his stinger into its back. Kamacuras screeched in pain before the lights in his eye, before the LED lights were turned off, and it died. Kumonga screeched in victory, then saw Frankenstein and Kong. His hunger wouldn't be vanquished by the smaller bug kaiju, but those two would keep him well-fed for a long time. The massive arachnid crawled towards the duo. Frankenstein and Kong squealed in agony, squealed in fright, because they were afraid of spiders. Gross! They nodded to each other and charged, attempting to grab one of Kumonga's legs, but the arachnid leapt backwards, dodging them and spraying his webbing at them. Kong and Frankenstein dodged the webbing. Yep. Frankenstein picked up a boulder and threw it, smacking Kumonga in the head, but it bounced off his armor exoskeleton. Kong tried the same, but with the same result. It bounced off his armored exoskeleton. Kumonga screeched and sprayed Frankenstein with webbing. The massive human struggled, but found the webbing slowing his movements. Kong tried to help his ally, but had to dodge when Kumonga turned the web towards him. Kumonga continued wrapping Frankenstein up until he was completely cocooned and fell over. What a clumsy bastard.
Yes.
Kong rushed Kumonga while he was distracted, but the huge spider leapt into the air and landed on Frankenstein, driving the stinger in his back. While Frankenstein didn't make a sound, he stopped moving, and that was enough for Kumonga. The massive arachnid turned his attention towards Kong, who was enraged to see his new ally killed. He'd get drunk off berry juice later in morning. The ape tossed boulders at Kumonga, who had charged through despite the rocks polishing his hide, even though they didn't do anything. He leapt into the air, slamming into Kong's chest and knocking him to the ground. Kong grabbed him and pushed him back, but he kept fighting the ape, keeping him on his back while trying to use a stinger on him. But he managed to keep just out of that pitifully short range.
Yes.
The villagers realized that Davey
that's
was
it,
in
that's
trouble. I have
You're taking
4.
3. No, you have
I'm
3.
taking 3?
Yeah, it was 3
All
had
right,
4,
pass then.
and
I thought I had
Yeah,
4.
stop trying to steal one from Nagoda.
Oh no, I'm so
I
sorry.
think Harley's a racist towards
I get the
Nagoda.
next 3?
Wait,
Probably just wants to destroy
wait, no.
Nagoda.
Well, Alex even said 3 would get 4 and other 3 would get 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Grayshot, and Derzerb got 4.
Oh, okay.
Ah, pay attention.
I'm sorry. There's like 6 people here. I'm not used to this.
Yeah,
We
you
have
are.
too many people.
Too many people. Gary Shot, get out.
Yes.
Yeah, kick Gray Shot out.
All right, Nagoda, you
We'll
go.
replace you with GVZ.
I mean, okay.
Oh, thank God.
Is he gone?
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he changed the name of
damn
the voice channel.
All right, Nagoda, your turn.
Okay. And we just finished changing the voice channel name away from that. It's not good. Okay. And I'm at the villagers part, right?
Yeah, the villagers realized.
Right?
Yeah.
The villagers
Yep.
realized
The villagers.
Davey
Yep.
was in trouble.
Hey, I can't hear you guys. I can't hear.
Praise Kumonga.
Yeah, the
What?
villager.
And Kaiju X is doing his favorite type of joke. I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear the chickens?
Okay, Nico, let's start over.
Now I can hear you. So.
The villagers realized their deity was in trouble and began pounding their drums and chanting once more, honoring the new deity of the giant spider. What happened next could never be scientifically explained. Lightning suddenly flashed in the sky, and several bolts descended, hitting around the two monsters and killing several villagers. Kong finally sustained several direct hits from the bolts, but was unharmed. His eyes flashed and his muscles bulged. Kumonga screeched in surprise at the turn of events. Then agony as thousands of bolts coursed from Kong's hands into his body. Kong picked up the spider, and with a massive show of strength, threw him hundreds of yards into the side of a mountain. Unlike Godzilla, who threw him into space. Kong roared and beat his chest, now not only fully revitalized, but stronger than ever. However, the lightning had a second effect no one expected. Several bolts had struck the cocooned and seemingly dead Frankenstein as he was just sleeping in his new bed, in his hammock. Within moments, the hammock stirred, and Frankenstein's hand erupted out. Well, he didn't draw strength from it as Kong did. Anyone knowing the story of Frankenstein knew that Dr. Frankenstein originally used to bring him knew what Dr. Frankenstein originally used to bring him to life.
Don't you bring up Dr. Frankenstein around me. That brings up bad memories.
What once gave him life had restored it in full, even though it just woke him up from his nap in his new hammock that Kumonga made him. Frankenstein tore himself free of his bindings as he got tied up in his hammock, and the humanoid titan charged back into the fray.
Hey, wait a minute. Frankenstein's not a titan. This match should be banned.
He doesn't eat anyone. He only eats his trees. And deer.
Now, Gyra, he could be a titan, just a big, hairy one.
Yes. He could just be a discolored titan that all the other titans make fun of. As Kumonga attempted to right himself, Kong was on him in a second, pummeling him with electrically charged blows from his fists. Kumonga screeched in agony and tried to jump out of Kong's way even though Kong was sitting on him, only for Frankenstein to pick up a huge tree and use it as a bat to knock him out of the air, slamming him hard on his back, getting a home run. As the massive spider flailed his legs, Kong charged and slammed his fist into the arachnid's underside repeatedly, causing blood to gush from his mouth. He tried her stinger, only for Kong to
Tried a stinger.
Wait. Is it changing genders?
Okay, it changed between them and he the last time Kumonga was in the match, so...
I'm sorry, but can we have a match where it starts out with Kaiju X causing Armageddon?
So match 100?
Gosh, toted the ape.
The ape seemed to smile.
Whoops, I accidentally blew up the wall. Gosh darn it, me! Sorry, guys.
Yes, we're now stationed.
Now I can make 170 a reality.
No, what's gonna happen is he's gonna find a way to contact. It's gonna be like, so next Thursday, we're all gonna meet up to read match 100, right?
Probably. For
we're all
context,
gonna be on different planets.
Oops, I accidentally entered nuclear launch codes. Happy Armageddon, everyone. Anyway, go to keep reading.
Okay. The ape seemed to smile as he tore the appendage out of Kumonga's body, causing him to screech in immeasurable agony, once again changing genders. Pass.
Frankenstein's intelligence noticed Kong's electrical power and picked up a smaller tree. He looked to Kong and made a series of grunts, directing the ape's attention to the tree. Kong understood and grabbed the tip of the penis, the electricity lighting it aflame. Frankenstein waited for Kumonga to right himself and screech in his continuing agony. He then drove the flaming tree into her maw, lighting the huge spider's face on fire. Kumonga screeched louder as the flame scorched him or her, spreading over his or her flammable body until he or she was a walking
Don't torch
conflagration.
the spider. We need the suit for a different movie.
Kumonga grew weaker, and his or her screeches less frequent until finally he or she collapsed and died. The once proud hunter, nothing but a blazing corpse. Kong and Frankenstein nod to one another in respect, gratefully for each other's help. Kong then head back into his forest, Frankenstein turning to Kumonga and began to feed on the very creature who tried to make him a meal of him, though in a more civilized manner. Oh, so you mean America.
Does that mean Frankenstein had a giant knife and fork with him?
Yes.
Made out of trees.
On that day, the creature once known as the modern Prometheus, who then became Alien Covenant, after the ancient one who stole fire from the gods, became known on Fargo Island as a god himself by the natives, for helping their living deity and coming to their aid in their time of need. Winner, 2 American monsters.
Yeah. A German monster and an American monster, mind you.
Does it look like I care, boy? We live in America.
But I'll throw this out here. It is a bit more on the average side, though I will admit, like, the Kong Kamacuras mountain fight, like, for as brief as that was kind of cool when Kong was smacking the Kamacuras down from the mountaintop. And the last little bit with the Kong lighting up the tree, lighting up the tree with his electric powers, that was actually kind of a cool little usage of like Kong's electric powers. That's actually really cool. I kind of dig that. But yeah, otherwise,
I actually think the highlight of the match is when the villagers summon the lightning for Khan. It actually resurrects Frankenstein. I'm like, oh, that's a cool way to incorporate
that too. Yeah,
lore.
like resurrecting Frankenstein via lightning, just due to the character's ties with lightning. That's actually another kind of cool little.
Why is that when I want Frankenstein's powers resurrected by lightning?
Right. Can't harness it, but you can be resurrected by it, I guess.
I wonder if that means if a Kaiju with lightning hits Frankie, it's not gonna do much to him.
I don't know.
I think it still probably hurt him, but then he just wouldn't die.
Ow! Stop. He's gonna be like, hey, that tickles.
Right. So like an electric resistance, like with Ultraman or something.
So he'll just hug Gabra and just wait for Gabra to stop using lightning.
Yeah. But yeah, this is an all right match, and yeah, it's an all right match with a couple of highlights. So
that's all right. Yeah. Come on. They really. I've noticed this is kind of a problem with matches. Most matches are really inconsistent with the actual pronouns of the monsters. This match is usually better, but
gender pronouns.
Yeah, gender pronouns. It's usually between him/it, but this one's more on the better side, but they still goofed up with her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Go figure. Yeah, Kumonga kept switching genders. Kumonga's having a gender identity crisis.
It could just be that there's 2 Kumongas.
Kumonga's gender.
Don't you know? What about the banner?
Mate,
I honestly feel really bad for anyone that has to make a banner with King Kong in it, because it's always no matter what, almost no matter what they do, Kong's gonna look awful.
That's why you just turn him around and look at him from the back.
Well, yeah, but it's just I just feel really
different gendered Kumonga.
I just feel really bad for people that have to make banners with Khan in it, because it's not their fault. Just Khan himself looks atrocious. Like there is no good picture of Toho's Khan suit.
You're just saying that because you want to see Kong's backside.
Hey man.
Yeah.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. It's something that I will not deny.
Gray Shot, what'd you think of the match?
When a Khan walks in with an itty bitty thing and a round thing in my face, I get stunned.
Gray Shot?
Is he there?
You there?
It was so good I shot myself.
You alive there, buddy? All right,
No.
Deserve, what'd you think of the match?
I thought it was amazing.
Said great shot.
It's a great shot. See, I told you the chicks make good substitutes for crickets.
Yeah. Wait, whose turn is it right now?
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be yours, but you got skipped.
Oh. Wait, is it my turn? I thought it was.
Yeah, Nagoda, what'd you think of it?
Don't know. I guess Kamacuras were okay. The one thing I'd like to note in the banner though, because the glare in one of the Kamacuras' claw makes it look like it's combined with Frankenstein's arm, so he just has like a claw at the end of his arm instead of a hand.
Oh, I could see that. That's kind of funny.
Banner, fire them.
The Kamacuras and Frankenstein are fusing. Help! Alex, what'd you think of the match?
Come
It
on.
was just as I
Good stuff.
predicted. Mediocre. Except not as bad as I thought it would be. Just mediocre.
Could be worse. Could be a Tom match.
Wait, okay, I'm here. Wait, did we already finish?
Alex.
Did we already
Alex,
finish?
Great shot. What were your
Yes.
thoughts on 97?
What were your matches on the thought?
Yes.
Well,
How dare you mistaking GVJ for Gray Shot?
Yeah, I'm not boring. I'm actually funny.
Wait, did you call him Joe?
That's a slap in the face.
So great.
I would not tolerate this.
Joe shot.
yes. Oh, sorry, I was expecting a question. In case, I did like the combo. My note is, hey, at least Kong got an upset over Kumonga. That is the one note. And I was
quote unquote upset.
yes. And isn't this Frankenstein also, if I recall correctly, this is a Frankenstein that what isn't this Frankenstein is the one connected to the original, correct?
Yeah,
The what?
it does make mention of Dr. Frankenstein and references Frankenstein versus Baragon. So
Yeah, so I like that combination of like him just showing up on the island, like, oh, where am I? Oh, just like his good nature, essentially, like seeing, that human looking thing is getting picked on. Let me go help him out, like
and the
that.
villagers.
Ew,
Yeah.
bugs.
Other than that, I will also make note. It's like Kong getting supercharged again. Okay,
Mhm.
like I understand Kong needs to be supercharged in every match he's in, but okay.
Just like how Godzilla can never lose, apparently.
Yep. So that's my note in this regard. It's
But to
like
be
it's
fair-
good.
Yeah, to be fair, like I said, there are a little bit of creative things that are done with the Deus Ex Kongina.
Deus Kongana.
Yeah, like, just the fact that the lightning also brings Frankenstein back to life, and the fact that Kong, lights up a tree with his electric powers, which is actually kind of cool. But I do agree, the whole, lightning supercharging Kong thing, yeah, that is a bit tiring.
I don't think Kong needs it for everything. Like, I'm pretty sure Kong doesn't need it for bugs.
Right, agreed.
Yeah, hey, who knows? Because 192, he had to fight one Kamacuras, and he lost with even supercharged. So
Maybe he
Yeah.
just really doesn't like spiders.
Yeah, I just hate spiders.
actually,
Frankenstein jumped in the mountains and started squealing like a girl. Like, eee, spider! Get it!
Actually, it's kind of funny how connected all these monsters are technically. Because you had King Kong versus Kumonga, then you have this match, and then we're going to get a match with King Kong fighting Frankenstein, and then we're going to get a match.
Wait. Kun-Kon?
King Kong.
You said Kun-Kon.
Oh, King Kong versus Frankenstein, and then King Kong and
Do I need to put King Kong in
yeah,
a kung fu suit now?
Kong Kong, and then King Kong fighting Kamacuras. So technically, all these monsters are going to be duking it out in the future.
King Kong, Kamacuras, Kumonga, and of course, Frankenstein. Wait.
Yes.
They all start with K.
KKK.
No. Oh, no.
But yeah, well, that was
Natural crickets, I'm telling you.
Yes.
That was match 97, and we will see you guys next time for match 98. Till then, folks.
See you then.
No.
The chicks say bye.
No.
What?